How do you feel about children learning about LGBTQ in school?
Education's important. It has to be there. It's also really important to keep in perspective the type of messaging and the type of education. All education isn't made equal. Look back in the 80s and 90s at the Don't Do Drugs campaign. Schools all around Canada had posters all over the place saying, don't do drugs, don't do drugs, don't do drugs. Well, you know what's on people's minds all of a sudden back then? Because that was my school days. Kids wanted to do drugs. So the messaging was all mixed up. The government screws up the messaging. And when the government controls what's being taught in the schools, they're going to probably screw that up too. So the education is important, but the type of education is also important. What we don't want to have happen is to accidentally convince an early generation of very young minds that it's cool to just change sex or be gay. The idea of education isn't to encourage it to happen. It's to give people information so they can make their own decisions. And it's a fine line and important to separate those two. Without the education, we have, you could say, much bigger problems.